What is going on in the world right now?
We are not okay. It is giving apocalypse in the United States, 2025.
I need answers and I need them now. I need them now. What is going on in 2025?
Yo, what up, YouTube? It's YT back at it again with another video. Just shy of 2 weeks into the new year, and it's a whole lot that's going on. I hope y'all been paying attention and being watchmen of what's going on in these end times as Babylon continues to fall. That's what we're seeing right now. I'm gonna get everybody up to speed if they're not familiar, but I know on this channel we pretty much are. Thumbs up the video, smash subscribe. Let's get into everything that's going on. It's a whole lot to cover.
What is happening? I quite literally hate living in the USA. It has been 2 days into the new year and already there has been so many tragedies, one after the other. I'm honestly scared now to go to even like the grocery store or any large gathering. I'm thinking of like the next plans that I have coming up and if I feel safe or not to do them. And it's terrible. Like all these families who lost people are grieving one day into the new year, literally on the new year. And it's like other developed countries don't have these problems to this extent. Why the hell are we allowing our country to be run by these old people who are just paid off by corporations and billionaires and who do not care about us at all? They do not even care about our safety at this point. And like, why are we here? What is happening? And it just feels like as a young person, our voices are totally ignored. And these old politicians want to just stay in power forever and refuse to give up their power to the younger generation who cares much more about these unalivings and mass casualties that are happening all the fucking time. I hate it here.
So y'all, what's going on January 11th, 2025? Somebody enlighten me. Am I supposed to be happy and jumping for joy? Or am I supposed to be like afraid? Like, somebody tell me. I've been hearing a lot about January 11th, 2025. So I asked a couple of people about it and it seemed like they got mixed feelings about it. So I asked a couple of my white co-workers and they was all excited like, yeah, January 11th, it's the biggest day of manifestation. The moon, the biggest moon, we can have everything that we want. And then when I asked a couple of my black co-workers, they was like, man, get right with the Lord, because January 11th is going down. Like, I'm just telling you, like, be careful on January 11th. So at this point, I'm confused. What's going on January 11th? Undoubtedly, something is going on January 11th, 2025 that I want to know, and I know that y'all want to know, and y'all need to know too. Somebody leave me in the comments. Let me know what's going on January 11th, 2025.
Didn't I tell y'all last night I ain't feel safe with this nigga still in the White House? Look what happened last night. Explosions going on in front of the Trump Towers in Las Vegas. People can't even enjoy New Orleans without having to worry about some madman mowing them down in the middle of Bourbon Street. I watched the press conference and I know a lot of people was talking crazy about how Senator Kennedy was acting. See, free thinkers, they felt him. And anybody who has been watching Kennedy for quite some time, they know that he ain't never been the type of person to hold his tongue. And he knows something ain't right. He knows. And when I went on X and I watched that video and I watched how that truck lost complete control. I'm talking about that truck had to have been going a good 50, 60 miles per hour down that street. Just something don't feel right about it. And it really is shocking to me how somehow, some way, y'all seem to have cameras every fucking place in this country. Ever since 9/11, y'all have cameras everywhere. Y'all don't never ever see shit that y'all need to see until the crime has already been committed. So now y'all just figuring out that they had put shit around the area after the fucking crime has been committed. Who the fuck looks at the cameras? Y'all didn't think to check the Bourbon Street before the activities took place? It's mighty strange to me that over the last 2 months since November 6th, We have just not had a fucking sense of peace. There's something that goes on every single day. Every day. We are not out of the woods until they're out of the fucking White House. They are causing mayhem across the country. Mayhem. But yeah, prayers to those who lost loved ones or whose loved ones were harmed in that tragic accident out there in New Orleans. And thank God nobody was harmed in Las Vegas. But we're not stupid. We know that there's a lot more going on than what they're telling us on the news. Because anybody that was alive for 9/11, we found out that there was a lot more going on with that shit too. So who the fuck can we really believe, huh? I trust Kennedy before I trust anything these fucking people say on the news. And that's the real truth.
The Pope indeed opened up portals with whatever the hell he did on Christmas Eve, because the type of chaos that is ensuing this New Year's is just beyond me. Between planes flying into buildings in California, nightclub pow-powings in New York, bombs going off outside of the Trump Hotel, all the stuff that's going on in New Orleans with the parade, like, this is just too much. It's too much. And notice how every time they run the CERN machine, like the next day or the next couple weeks, should be crazy too. I'm telling y'all, these people are opening up portals. These people are doing high levels of black magic. Like, it's all type of weird shit going on. The Pope did something, because this year just starting off a little bit too wild.
Did y'all see on the pagan New Year, on pagan New Year's Eve, the Most High struck lightning 3 times, which is all symbolic.
Did you see this? So the U.S. Capitol, World Trade Center, and Empire State Building were all struck by lightning on New Year's Eve. Now, when we see things in hindsight, both spiritually and historically speaking, there are usually very few quote-unquote coincidences and many more ominous warnings. With that said, there's been a growing consensus for some time that this nation had better get back to honoring God, having a reverential fear of him, or, as many fear, the chastisements will continue. So what do you think? Is there any validity to this claim? Or are all these landmark buildings being struck by lightning on the same night a mere coincidence? What say you? Ominous warning or coincidence?
He struck lightning to let the world know that he was about to lay his wrath out on the world. And after that point forward, we seen Cali up in flames as well. If you have discernment, then you may have discerned that and got that message and been prepared and telling people. So people that's been saying, hey, be prepared for the 11th, judgment has already been placed upon Babylon before the 11th. Hollywood has already been falling if nobody has been paying attention. Over the last 2 years, it's been falling. Actors been on strike. They haven't been paid. Their royalties have been like 6 cents. The whole industry has been falling. It's time for judgment upon Babylon. So that's what we're seeing. We were slowly but surely getting to this point. The wickedness of this world keep getting higher and higher and higher. The Most High not having it.
We are less than 48 hours into the new year, and there's so much going on, I don't even know where to freaking begin. You can't enjoy bringing in the new year because people are going to run you over like what happened to those poor innocent victims in New Orleans. Then some loony guy rents a Cybertruck, drives to Las Vegas, drives around a little bit, then parks right outside of Trump's hotel. Moments later, it explodes, causing 1 fatality and injuring at least 7 other people. Weird suspicious vehicle driving around Washington is under investigation right now, causing several streets and side roads to be cut off because they're trying to see what is going on and what this person's purpose is. Authorities are investigating a residence because they found well over multiple homemade, trying to figure out what was the intent, where were these things supposed to be placed, and why they're happening. A mass shooting just took place in Queens, New York. Then a business in Kentucky just exploded as well. A mom unalived her 2 children. The 1-year-old cannot be found at this time. Many, many, many other things are taking place in the moment. And in my neck of the woods, Antarctica is coming to visit. Apparently somebody invited her to the barbecue. Polar vortex headed this way. Be sure to go out and get all your essential items before you're iced and snowed into your houses. What the hell is going on? you know, the last 4 years, 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Thought 2025 was supposed to be a year of positivity and good things and the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, no. 25 comes in and says, here, 2024, hold my beer. Because you guys have no idea what I have in store for you. Are you kidding me right now? There's no freaking way, dude. There's no way all this stuff is happening right now. Did we all just collectively go to bed on New Year's Eve and wake up in a new freaking dimension? I don't even know.
What is going on in the world right now? Like, what's the message? It's so much going on to the point where it's overwhelming. First, we had the Bourbon Street terror attack, crazy. Then you had some massive shooting in Queens, crazy. Wildfires in LA, crazier. What's the message? I really suggest that everybody just stay prayed up. You know, whatever you can to get closer to God. You know, we ain't holding no grudges. 2025, it started off rocky literally for everybody, like all over the world. That's what's crazy. So, yeah, live life. Life's short. Appreciate your loved ones. If you don't tell people you love them often, tell them. And yeah.
Yes, family, we definitely are in the end times. These are not the times to be distracted. These are not the times to be making financial mistakes that you don't need to be making right now. Right now is the time to be getting closer to the Most High, not focused on things outside of that, walking that set-apart lifestyle. Judgment is not for the righteous. Judgment is for those that are unrighteous. Those that do the will of the Most High will be protected, have nothing to worry about. So you want to have that protection over your life. These are the last days.
There are so many people that are starting 2025 losing absolutely everything. One half of the world is burning, the other one is freezing. And to top it off, they're banning this app, and we don't even know the financial repercussions that is going to have on our economy, because there's so many businesses on here. There's so many small businesses. There's so many creators. There's so many people that use this app to make their livelihood.
Let's talk about this one. Did you know there's a new pandemic coming out of China that's similar to C-19? They're promoting it like C-19, and people actually catching it. So we got bird flu, we got the new C-19, we got C-19 for real, the normal C-19, we got Mpox. It's so many different plagues and so many different viruses. Pestilence is running rampant across America. The plagues of Egypt are present. Let's hear her talk about it, because she caught it.
So the good news is I finally stepped out of my house out of 12 days of having flu A. I feel 80% better. I am masking. I'm not going anywhere without my mask. Obviously, I'm taking precautions 100%. I'm eating more. The Zofran that the doctor gave me is helping me a lot, thank God, so I could get my appetite back. I do feel kind of tired, and I take some naps in the afternoon. I think I should be okay to go back to work in the next 3-4 days. I have to get a doctor's note, and I have to retest myself, make sure I'm negative before I go back to work, because I don't want to expose to any other patients, because I work in a eye doctor office and I work in retail, so I don't want to expose to my coworkers or other, customers, patients, the whole 9 yards. But what I really wanted to talk about was like this new outbreak in China, this HMP virus going on. Like, what the hell is that? Like, I heard it's like some respiratory illness, like with flu-like symptoms, and the hospitals are packed, and kids are getting sick left and right. People are getting sick left, like the hospitals are jam-packed. Some people are dying. Like, it's like getting really bad in China. Like, what are we, like, repeating 2019 all over again? Like, what the hell is going on? First, we had COVID in 2019. Then we had this whole thing with the bird flu going on currently. And then the state of emergency in California, and that patient in Louisiana, and then all these like flu A's, flu B's, neurovirus, all that going on the last couple of weeks. Everybody on here has been like sickly ill like me and not getting better at all. And if they are getting better, it's like not fully, and then they get re-sick again, and then now we have this new virus in China. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, it's like 3 days into the new year and we got outbreaks in China of a new virus. Like, if that comes to the United States, we are screwed. Like, it's gonna be another, like, a pandemic 2.0. Like I don't think we could handle another few years of that. Like, I never expected this, like a new respiratory virus in China, and like it's getting really bad. I heard like we are really big trouble if that comes to the United States. Like, we're gonna have another lockdown and it's just gonna get so messy. It's gonna be worse than 2019. Like, 3 days into the new year, and that's the kind of news we're getting, and all these, like the Louisiana attack and like that Cybertruck that exploded, and like this shootings that happens in New York in a bar. Like, what is going on? The first 3 days of the new year of 2025, and all this crazy stuff is happening in the world. It makes no sense. But I hope damn well that HMP virus does not end up here, and they handle that in China, because we are in big trouble if that comes here. Like, that is scary as hell. Very scary to be seeing it all over social media and the news and X and TikTok and Instagram. It's really, really bad. Yeah, 2025 started crazy. Like, it started off crazy.
Can somebody quickly reassure me that I'm not crazy? 2025 has been the absolute craziest start to a year that we've had in so long. Like, I know I can't be the only one whose life has been an absolute shit show for the past 7 days. And it only seems to be getting worse.
Shit's getting crazy in our country. Do you actually think that it is time to start preparing now? If you have never prepared anything and you're thinking about it, this is the time to start prepping. In the first 24 hours of 2025, New Orleans was attacked with a truck with IEDs. Then in Las Vegas, in front of the Trump Towers, a Cybertruck blows up. Queens, New York, nightclub, pew-pew event. Greenville, South Carolina, IEDs reported on an 18-wheeler. Boise, Idaho, bomb threat. It was reported IEDs were found on a train. Also, let's not forget, in 2024, in Virginia, they seized over 150 IEDs in December. That was the largest seizure in American history. There's other shit going on in other countries as well. London, Germany, Canada. I really, really hate to say this, but it doesn't look like it's getting more positive. It looks like it's getting worse. So it's important that you start to prep and you learn how to protect yourself and your family. Or do you think I'm just blowing things out of proportion and nothing's going to happen anymore? Let me know in my comments. And like always, make sure you like, share, and follow for great prepping advice.
What y'all think, family? Trump not even in there yet. For the people that's all into politics, Trump not in there yet. So all of this is going on before he takes office. Do y'all feel like it's going to get worse from this point forward? Or it's going to get better? I feel like this is the year of judgment. We seen how last year went. A lot was exposed. For this year to go how it's going. A lot of people failed last year. A lot more people will fall this year with the Babylon. I feel like Babylon is falling. And we're living through Revelations right now. We living through the book of Revelations. That's how I feel personally. Y'all drop a comment below. Let me know how y'all feel. What do y'all think? I say stay prayed up and get right with the Most High, family. And get out of Babylon before it crumbles. Before you fall with Babylon due to her sins and inequities. That's how I feel. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. I appreciate y'all, family. Drop a comment below.